Oh, hey guys, how's it going? Good morning. Here from my living room, and gonna do some functional exercise with you guys this morning. Um, we're gonna start with a little bit of stuff on our feet, leaning exercise. We're gonna do some lunges, and then we're gonna do some like rotational and shoulder exercises to get nice and warm. Then we'll go through a slightly harder warm up and build up on that. So first, before we get started, I really want to talk about, actually, you're going to need something, something to slide on. I have a Frisbee for my carpet. Otherwise, socks on a tile floor or wood floor work great. Something that'll slide on your carpet is perfect. All right, so I want to talk a little bit about posture and breathing. I talked about this last week too, but sitting at home a lot these days, sitting on the couch, sitting at the desk, working from home, we'll often kind of get ourselves into this kind of rounded forward position. I want to remind everyone to kind of bring their head up and back. Imagine you've got a string pulling you from on top, and that's pulling you up towards the sky. I struggle a lot with my posture, and so I wanted to help other people by giving them a little bit of a cue. Remember to keep that head up all day. Second, breathing. That's what I'm not doing right now. Remember to keep deep breaths. In fact, in our first exercise, I'll kind of get you into a good little breathing rhythm. But try and practice breathing through your diaphragm, through your stomach, and so that you're going to be feeling it in your abdomen rather than in your chest. Instead of your chest rising and falling, you're going to feel your abdomen kind of expand and contract. It's a little bit harder in exercises that require a lot of core strength, but believe me, you can brace in your core and breathe through it as well. All right, so we're going to get to a stand. We're going to start with a beautiful little standing leaning exercise that I think really helps get us rooted through our feet into the ground. I've seen it in yoga, a couple different martial arts. I don't practice martial arts, but and what we're going to do is we're going to have our feet a little bit wider than shoulder width, just a little. And our feet are going to be parallel with each other. So check that the lines in your feet, the inside lines of your feet are, facing the same direction. Make sure that once your head up, pull up nice and tall. Now, a common mistake when I ask people to bring their head nice and tall and head back is they break in that rib cage. So they think that this is good posture. Pack those ribs down and tuck that tailbone forward to make sure that your spine is neutral as much as possible. Now, once you hold your hands to the outside like this, if you have trouble with balance, you might want to do this against a wall. What you're going to do is you're going to drill your toes into the floor as you lean forward. The only angle I'm not changing is your ankle. So what you're going to do is you're going to lean forward as far as you can and drill your midfoot and your heel into the floor. Really flex those glutes to stay tall and keep leaning forward. Take a deep breath in and a deep breath out. If you want to check to see if you're breathing through your abdomen, breathing through that diaphragm, you put your hands almost like an inner tube around your waist and breathe in and breathe out. Trying to fill that tire with air that you're creating with your hands. Breathe in and out. Keep leaning. Breathe in and out. Breathe in and out. You move a little farther forward without those heels coming off the ground. In and out. One more breath. All right. Actually, going to do a little bit of a lunge progression. So what we're going to do is I want you to first step back. Bring your knee up. We're going to twist the inside and outside. Come back, step back. Knee down. Twist to the left. Twist to the right. Or, by the way, we're supporting on that right leg. Come back up, left knee up, twist to the left, and the right. Step back with the left, twist to the left, and to the right. Left leg up, twist to the left, and to the right. Now, when we get to this back kneeling position, I want you to feel that you can lift that front knee off the ground without actually moving. So notice I'm moving a little bit long. So what you want to do, get nice and tall over with that hip, over that knee. Head up nice and tall. This foot is out in front of you. Now I can raise this foot off the ground without moving, engaging through the core. Rotate left and right as far as you can. All right. Leg up, high. Rotate left. Rotate right. 2 more on this leg. Rotate left. Rotate right. Up. Left. Right. Left. Right. And back to a stand. Raise that right leg in the air. And you're going to twist to the left, to the right. Step back with the right foot. And again, make sure that we're not leaning too far forward over this front knee. We're not trying necessarily to stretch. We're trying to stay stable over the bottom supporting leg. And so I can lift this foot up, no big deal without any issue. Just left, the right, as far as you can. And knee high, twist to the left, twist to the right, step back, twist to the left, twist to the right, knee high. And again, if you guys ever have any questions, twist to the left, twist to the right. Feel free to shout out on the chat. I'll try and answer them. Step back, twist to the left, twist to the right. If you ever have a question about how something applies to climbing, feel free. Knee high, last twist. The right, to the left. Step back, last one. Get a good stretch. Good stability. Very good. All right, now we're going to do a little bit of around the world with the hand on the floor. So I'm going to have you guys all lay down on your stomachs. When you're laying down on your stomach, I want you to, again, first breathe in nice and deep into your hands. So put your hands in your side and tuck your tailbone into the floor to flex your abs. I want you to breathe into those hands. Take a deep breath in, 1, and out. Deep breath in, 1, and out. So that breath out isn't relaxing the abdomen. It's engaged no matter where that breath is. Okay, now, what you're gonna do is we're gonna turn on our side. We're gonna take our left leg. Our left leg is gonna come high, about to our belt line. That right leg is gonna stay straight as we can. We're gonna reach forward with our right arm, and our head can lay on that right arm. Now our hand is gonna make a circle around us. I want you to always have your eyes on your hand. So your hand's gonna reach, sweep the floor as close to the floor as you can through this whole exercise. Now, when I say this knee goes nice and high, it should be around belt line or a little higher. So you're going to reach with that left hand, sweep, rotate up, and get a nice rotation through that mid back. And that hand's going to come all the way back to the front. We're going to do another circle. Do 10 circles. Do 5 this way. Whoa. Now I just made a mistake. We don't want this front knee to come off the ground. We want to drill that knee to the floor hard. We're good. Active mobility and range of motion. 4, and 5. Then we're going to switch directions. Sweep back the other way. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. All right, we're going to land on the other side. I'm going to switch sides here so you guys can still see me. And when you guys do these at home, you can take your time running through this exercise. You can move real slow if you want to. I think it feels great to move slow. All right, so right knee, we're gonna lay on our stomach. Right knee comes up high. Left leg and left arm are straight as we can get them. And we're facing the floor to start. We're reaching out. Sweeping with that right hand towards the left hand. And then behind us to get some rotation. Drive that knee into the floor. Continue the circle all the way around. Three. Keep breathing, breathe out. 4, 5. And sweep the other direction. 1, 2. Good rotation to that mid back. Really nice stretch in the shoulder, maybe in your abdomen if you've been doing abs lately. Last one. All right. Next, we're going to do Superman's on the floor. We're going to lay again on our stomach. And we're going to do eyes, Y's, T's, and A's. So, I'm going to start off. Hands up. Actually, we're going to start off making almost like a field goal with your arms. So your elbows are going to straight out from your shoulders, and you're making a right angle. So we're going to start here. Now, I want everything in that mid back engaged to lift you up. However, I also want core engaged. So with all of our movements, you always brace with the abdomen. Even on those foot cutting swing, tuck your tailbone into the floor really hard to get those abs engaged. Then you're going to lift your feet off the floor, and you're going to lift your shoulders off the floor and head. And now in this exercise, it's a common mistake to be looking up and forward or around the room. Actually, I don't want to say it's a mistake. It is not what we're doing today. Today we're going to tuck that chin and lift that head high off the floor, hands and shoulders off the floor. We're going to reach as far in front of us as we can to make a nice eye with our body. We're going to do 10 pulses. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Good job. You can set back down, have a little bit of a rest. Now you can spread your arms back out to a Y, about halfway between straight out in front of you and straight out to the side. Then you're going to tuck your tailbone into the floor, nice and engaged. Lift those feet off the ground, lift those hands off the floor, and go 10. Lift 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. All right, rest for a second. Bring your hands out to a T. Your hands are on either side of you, straight out. Now, before we raise anything off the ground, we're going to tip those thumbs down. And when you do this, when you lift those hands, I want you to try and squeeze those shoulder blades together. So tuck that tailbone into the floor, those that abdomen nice and engaged. Keep that head in good posture, looking towards the floor. Raise those shoulders off the ground, raise those feet off the ground. Keep those shoulder blades tucked in the back pockets. And lift those right hands, or lift those hands. 1, 2, 3, squeeze those shoulder blades together. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Cool. And we're going to do an A as well. So A is hands behind you. So we're resting for now. Take a deep breath in. Deep breath out. Tuck that tailbone. Hands are out here. Abdomen engaged, feet off the floor, hands off the or shoulders off the floor, then hands off the floor. Lift 1, 2, shoulder blades together. 6, 7, 8. Look towards the floor and 10. Good job. All right. So we're gonna do all those 4 again. So we're gonna start with our lean. T-box shoulder width. Posture nice and tall. Keep that chin tucked. Imagine that you're trying to like look out over your neighbor's fence and something's trying to pull you up at the same time. Like, what's going on over there? Not what's going on over there with that chin out. What's going on over there being nice and tall. Posture. Head tucked back. All right. So tuck that tailbone. Core engaged. Hands out to the side. Too much of our life brings us into here in front of us. So I want you to turn those thumbs back and pull out and away as you lean forward, hinge at those ankles, and drive those toes into the floor. Lean as far as you can forward. Engage those glutes, engage those toes. Take 5 more deep breaths. 3, 4, hold it. Get a little bit farther into it on your last breath. And 5. Don't be really disciplined about this. You can hold this for a few minutes. It's pretty challenging. All right, so we're starting to kneel. And I'll show you a new angle for your lunges. Notice knee, hips, shoulders stacked all on top of each other. I'm not letting that head slouch forward. I'm keeping it up nice and high. All right, and notice when I'm kneeling, you can easily raise that foot off the floor. All right, so we're going to stand on the left foot, raise the right foot in the air, rotate to the right, rotate to the left, step that right foot back, knee on the floor, always set down gently, and we're going to rotate to the right as far as we can, rotate to the left as far as we can, and don't let that knee fall over. Always keep everything nice and stacked and tall. Right knee up, rotate to the right, to the left, foot back, sit on that heel, on that knee, rotate to the right, to the left as far as you can, and come back up, and high, rotate right, rotate left. Whew. As you rotate left, you might feel this supporting foot, the big toe wants to raise off the floor, really drill it into the ground, nice and hard, keep stable. All right, so step back on that knee, or rotate as far as you can to the right, rotate as far as you can to the left. Last one, raise that foot up high, rotate to the right, rotate to the left, step back, and rotate to the right as far as you can, and to the left. Deep breaths. Okay, now we're going to do the other leg. So, left leg is going to be forward, and we will stand up, rotate to the right, rotate to the left, and back. Same thing I was just doing. Same thing I was just doing. Left knee up, rotate to the left, rotate to the right, step back, knee up, rotate to the left, rotate to the right, step back, knee up, rotate to the left, to the right, step back, knee up, rotate to the left, oops, to the right, step back, rotate to the left, rotate to the right, knee up, rotate to the left, rotate to the right, step back, rotate to the left, rotate to the right. Yep. Left, right. Oop. Step back. Rotate. Rotate. And okay. Sorry, guys, messed that one up a little bit. No big deal. That's the fun of the live videos, right? All right. So go back to our little around the world stretch on the floor. So have yourself a little lie down on the floor. And we're going to reach our arms out in front of us. Bring that left leg up high. And we're going to go 5 times each direction. Make sure that right arm, right leg are nice and straight. Left leg is a bit above belt line. Now remember, with that leg that's bent and up to your side, really pin it to the floor. Don't let it come out. I want you to push down on it hard as you rotate that spine. I want you to use that knee to push yourself as far as you can. And so we're going to make a circle and reach nice and slow on this first one. And breathe out as you pass your midline. Go. Now here you'll find a position where you want to disengage the core. You'll feel that you want to. And as you disengage the core, you'll feel that that knee rises off the floor. Don't let that happen. Engage that core, drill that knee to the floor, and continue through the rest of your circle. Keep that knee down. We're going to make another circle. 1, 3 more. 1, 2, 3. Eyes on that hand. Last one. And then we're going to switch sides. We're going to go flat on the floor. Right knee up high. Use that right knee to make a nice circle. Drive that right knee into the floor. Sweep that right hand up and behind you. Breathe out. Keep that core engaged. Nice long circles. 2, 3, 4, and 5. And switch directions. 1. Nice and smooth and slow. 2. 3. 4. And on this last one. And 5. All right, good work. All right, we're going to go back to our Supermans. We'll flatten our stomachs. We're going to do I's, Y's, T's, and A's. So now we're going to try and get through all 4 without resting. 10 rounds of each one, or 10 reps of each one without resting. So tuck that tailbone to the floor to get the abdomen engaged. This whole part of your stomach is flat on that floor, nice and hard. Take a deep breath into it. Deep breath out. Feel it still hard, still engaged. Keep that face towards the floor. Reach out in front of you. Lift those feet and hands off the floor. If it's too hard, you can keep your feet down. Hands off the floor and pulses. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Make a Y with those hands. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Out to your T's. You can do thumbs down or thumbs pointing towards, I guess, what would be the sky if you were standing. Squeeze the shoulder blades together. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And then hands making an A, or like wings, like you're a fighter jet. Squeeze the shoulder blades together. Pull those hands back. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Great work, guys. Check that breathing. Make sure we're breathing through here, nice and engaged. Posture nice and tall. Next, we're going to do a couple different things. We're going to do some mountain climbers. This is going to be really similar to a mountain climber flow that I did with my team kids on a video a couple weeks ago. Really good. It's going to challenge your balance, challenge your core, and your tension running all the way down through your body. Then we're going to do monster walk variation with the slider. So if you have an apparatus you can slide on, great. If not, you can hover that foot and it'll be okay. And you'll figure out what I'm talking about then. So then we're going to do similar to our warm up with the lunge. We're going to lunge down and we're going to rotate in that position again, but our knee's going to stay off the floor this time. It's quite a bit harder in my opinion. If it's easy for you, you can weight it. But before you weight it, make sure that everything's staying in a nice pretty line first. You don't want to be rotating all over the place. All right, so last we're going to do a little bit of an arm and crawl pattern. So actually, I'm doing everything on the floor. I'm going to aim this down just a little bit. All right. Oh, that's too much. Sorry, guys. All right, so I'm going to start with our mountain climbers. So a lot of people like to do their mountain climbers nice and fast, and if you're looking to do cardio, that's good and fine. I like to do them nice and slow for strength and stability. If your hips are moving all over the place, you're not really demonstrating control of the movement. And so whatever variation of this gives you the proper amount of challenge as far as building tension goes and strength, great. I don't want you falling out of this too much. Try and do whatever variation is challenging but doable for a handful of reps. So we're going to start off in a tabletop position, or like a bear crawl table position. And we're going to stick our feet back so that we're in a plank. Now, if you can't hold a plank like this, that's okay. Go ahead and find something that's a little bit inclined. When you find something that's inclined, you can, it's a little bit easier to maintain that straight, long spine. So, but if you can, I recommend holding it here. Now, make sure that we don't have a high butt. You want to make sure that the tailbone is tucked, hands drilling into the floor nice and hard, and that you have a nice, hollowed out, stable core. So, now what you're going to do is you're going to take your left foot, you're going to place it as close to your left hand as possible. Now, notice my right leg has a tendency to want to bend. Straighten that out. This is going to be a hard mobility exercise through both sides of the hip on both legs. This is our base form for our mountain climbers, just holding it right here. If you want to make this a little harder, we're going to take our left hand, we're going to reach towards the sky, drive our left hand into the floor, and our right hand into the floor, and our left hand towards the sky. Do it again. 2, 3. Keep that back leg straight. 4. Now the 5th one, I'm going to reach, I'm going to hold it for 5 breaths, looking towards that upper hand. 2, 3, 4, 5. Now, we're not done here. We're going to take our left leg, we're going to bring it back, check that nice tall core, bring that right foot up as close to that right hand as possible. Now notice, as I brought it up, I lost a little bit of tension through my core because I hollowed out too much. Keep that core engaged, press those hands into the floor, keep it straight back. So, now take that right hand, reach it towards the sky. 1, 2, drill that left hand into the floor. 3, 4, reach, press. And on 5, we're going to hold it. Press those hands as far apart as you can. 2. Keep the back leg nice and straight. 1 more breath. Come back, step that right foot back, and knees down. All right. Here's you're gonna need a little bit of sliding. We're gonna do a little monster walk variation, which is really, really great for working on our adductors and muscles on the inside of our legs that bring our knees together. So if I'm ever gonna slide on, I have a nice little frisbee. If you got furniture sliders, I'm jealous. What you're gonna do is this frisbee or this slider, this foot, is gonna go straight out to the side as I squat down on this right leg. Now this is really similar to an exercise we did last week where we're rocking back and forth. But this time, I want this foot's gonna stay straight, this leg's gonna stay straight, but engaged the whole time. So I'm gonna pay attention to as you squat down on this leg and make sure that knee is tracking over that pinky toe. You space that pinky toe. You don't want to be leaning too far, but nice and tall. So I'm gonna start on my left leg. It's gonna go out, straight out to the side. Nice tall chest. Now, a common mistake is people will want to let that left toe point. Don't let it point. Keep that toe turned to the inside as much as you can manage, and this knee turn to that side as much as you can manage. Sorry, this toe turned to the inside, right knee turned to the outside. Everything's turned that way. Come back up. As you come back up, I want you to drag with that straight leg. Do it again. Ready? Reach out. Drag with that left foot. Reach out. Drag with the left foot. Reach out. Like vertical. Drag with the left foot. Reach out. Drag with the left foot. Two more. 1 and 2. Some people might ask, what if I can't get back up? That's a great question. You went too far. Only go so far as you know that you can get yourself back up. You can test your range of motion. You might fall over a couple times. Totally okay. So, all right. Now we're going to do it on our right side. Supporting leg on the left. And right leg goes up. Keep that right toe turned in. Left knee turned out. The outside. So both your knee and your toe are facing to the left. And drag it in. Right foot out. Squat. And 2 more. And last one. Good job. All right. Now we're going to do back to our lunging position. We're going to call this a split squat. We're going to rotate in that split squat position. So the difference between a split squat and a lunge is in a lunge, as you step back, you just drop your knee to the floor. Split squat is the same, except you are really paying attention to making sure your hips go straight up and down. So the knee won't necessarily get all the way up underneath you. You won't move back over that knee. So we're going to go down. We're going to start with our right leg back. Start with your right leg back. And in a split squat position, it's really tempting to let, I'll face you guys so you can see. I'll actually get started on my left leg so you can see for now. So the left leg back. As that leg goes back, you can see I have a tendency to want to tip to the left. So keep everything straight forward. Heel back, press that heel to the floor, and hips are going to go straight down. Ready? And hips down and up, down. Hold it. Don't let that knee touch the floor. Try and keep that knee off the floor. Keep everything underneath engaged. Nice and tall posture. Now I want you to turn your body to the left and turn your body to the right. Left. Right. Left. Right. Come back up. We're going to go on the right leg now. We're going to step that right leg back, nice and far. Now, a couple common mistakes. Kind of caught myself in this last one too. Is people will not get far enough over that right or that forward leg. You want that to be a nice right angle, and that back leg to start off straight. And so your hips are going pretty much straight down, well, maybe a little forward even. All right, so we're down. We're gonna go right, left, right, left, right, left, right, left. Come on up. We're gonna go to the left leg again. Step that left leg back, nice and far. Hips straight down. We're gonna go left, right, left, woo, right, left, right. Come on up. We're gonna go right leg back. Shake it up for a second. Good. Those exercises are pretty simple, but they can get you a nice burn if you want them to. Again, if this is easy for you, go ahead and weight it. Totally okay. So right leg's back and go twist to the right, left, right, left, right, left, up. We're going to do each leg one more time. Step that left leg back. Lunge to the left, right, left, right, left, whoop, right. Come back up. Step that right leg back. Turn to left, right. Your knees close to the floor. Right. One more time, each direction. And come on up. All right, let's shake it out a little bit. Good work. Those are pretty challenging. Nice job. All right, so I'll show you guys a little arm recall pattern real quick. The base pattern is going to be if your right arm is high and your left leg is, and your left arm is low. So we're going to be on our faces again. Your left leg will be high and your right leg will be low, just like this. And eventually, we'll all switch positions, just like this. So this is going to take a little bit of moving around. Make sure you got a little bit of room in front of you. So I'm going to encourage you guys all to do, and before we actually do these, I want you to practice making that alteration on the floor, and I'll walk you through it. So go ahead and lay down on the floor. I want you to reach your right arm out nice and far. Then take your left hand, and if you're just look to your left and check your watch, that's where we'll be sitting. Then you're going to take your left knee, tuck it almost to that right elbow. Or sorry, left knee to that left elbow. And that right arm, it's not all the way up in front of you. It's going to be so that if you look to your right, you'll staring right at your elbow. Does that make sense? So now I want you to switch everything. So you're going to pull your right hand back as you bring your right foot forward and drive your left foot back as you drive your left arm forward. So switch positions. And then we're going to switch positions again, and again, and again, and again. Doing a little wiggle worm on the floor. Now we're going to put this into motion. So the arm recall, one of the biggest reasons it's helpful is because it builds kind of like a bear crawl, cross-body stabilization, so that we're really strong as we're using 2 points on the other side of our body, all the time. So here's your challenge to start. Right arm forward, left arm back, left leg forward, right leg back. So now I want you to press on your left knee and right hand as hard, and right elbow as hard as you can to get it nice and high. And we're going to use the same pattern to try and move forward. We're going to go left arm and right leg forward. Then right arm and left leg forward. Stay nice and high and then get nice and low. We're going to move back. So left leg goes back and right leg goes back. Left arm goes back and right leg goes back. And we do it again. Left arm and right leg. Right arm and left leg go forward. And to go back, press that hand press the left hand into the floor, right knee into the floor to move the left leg and right arm. Opposites are pushing. Opposites are pushing. Forward, forward, back, back. Forward, forward, back, back. This can get real challenging. Real challenging. Again, we're pressing with opposites to make sure that we're basically using our core to move forward. Pretty good. All right, we're gonna go through those 4 exercises one more time. I'm gonna do it a little bit faster this time. So, and get on our hands and knees and go back to our mountain climbers. And up into your plank, nice and strong, tuck that core, keep that head flush, left leg forward, right leg straight, and we're gonna reach towards the sky with our left hand. Now, add a little bit of challenge to it, reach towards the sky with your right hand. Go 5 times in each direction. 2, keep breathing. 3, 4, 5. And switch legs. Reach with that right hand first. Left hand. 2. Right hand. Left hand. You reach with that right hand, really drill the right foot into the floor. When you reach with the left hand, drill the right hand and the right foot into the floor together. And last one. All right. Look, guys. All right. Come back to our monster walks. We're gonna do 5 to each. We're gonna do 5 to each leg twice. So, ready? We got this. So, sit back like you're squatting. Left leg goes the outside. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Go the other direction. The leg's going out. Make sure this left leg is nice and stable. Knees going to the outside and down. 2, chest nice and high. 3, core engaged. 4, 5. Good work. All right. Oh, we're going to go one more time. You guys got this. All right. And left leg out, stabilizing on the right leg. And go. 1, 2, 3, 4. Toe turned in. 5. Remember, go sweeping to the right, toe and knee go to the left. And 1, chest stays high. 2, 3, 4, and 5. All right, cool. Now we're going to go back to our split squats. So we're going to do left leg forward, right leg back. And we're going to go 3 rotations to each direction. So knees still off the floor. Rotate 1. Have your arms out wide if you want to. 2, 3, hold it. The outside. 4, hold it. Switch legs. Left leg back. And let's go down. And left, right, left, right, left. Right. Hold it. And come back up. Hands to sides. Squat down. Oops, make sure it's this back leg. So hips go straight down. Knees still off the floor. This shin is vertical. And twist to the left. Twist to the right. Left. Right. Left. Right. Come back up. And squat down. Left. Right. Left. Right. Left. Right. All right. Good work. We'll do this one more time on each leg. So, right leg back. Left. Right. Left. Right. Left. right, switch legs, left, right, left, right, left, right. Stay stable and stand. All right, that exercise really will challenge your ability to stay stable. If you're unable in the future to do that exercise without tipping over, you may set the knee down. That's okay. But it becomes essentially the exercise that we will end up with. Totally fine. It's a great exercise to do. All right, so back to our arm and curl. Remember, doing opposites. So when these are together, when right and left leg are together, left and leg and arm are apart, and then we switch. Try and switch all at the same time. So we're all starting with our left arm and left leg straighter, and our right arm, right elbow, and right knee are more together. We're gonna go 2 marches forward, 2 marches back. We're gonna go 5 times. We'll go 5 times. A good workout. So reach with that left arm and leg, not super far, because you still want to be able to press on them. Right arm and right leg together, kind of tucked in together like this. It's good. All right, so then you're going to press on opposites. I want you to press on that left arm and press on that right knee, on opposite arm and knee, to get up high. And you're going to reach with the arm and leg and crawl 1, 2, and then push back. 1, 2. You go back forward again. 1, 2, back. 1, 2. Opposites. Moving on opposites. March forward. 1, 2, back. 1, 2. Forward. March. 1, 2, back. 1, 2. Forward. 1, 2, back. 1, 2. Last one. Forward. 1, 2, 1, 2. Awesome work. All right, so we have about 15 minutes left, and we're gonna go through 3 different exercises. Go through it. Or 4 different exercises. We're gonna go through it twice. You can do this. So what you'll need in this little section is either a yoga block or just a Nalgene water bottle, something you can push together. If you have a light dumbbell, that works too. For an exercise called an arc press. If you have a slum bag at home or whatever, you can weight this exercise if you want to. Doesn't necessarily need to be. We use some rolling squats. We're going to roll onto our back, roll forward, and pop to a stand. We're going to get a little power behind it, so we're going to try and move fast. And then we're going to do a little bit of pulling. So if you have something that's heavy you can pull on, or you can just mimic it and pick up something else heavy at home when you're done with this. And then we're going to do a little bit of core, use the boat position. All right, so starting with the rolling squat, or actually, yeah, let's start with rolling squats. So I'm going to first do this in slow motion so you can see, and then we'll speed it up. So what we're going to do is we're going to try and build momentum with a roll. So we're going to squat back as low as we can, and then roll backwards. As we roll forwards, you're going to pop to your feet and jump and stand. You don't necessarily have to reach up high, but you can get a little pop to it. The reason that this is really helpful for climbing is a lot of times we have a little bit of swinging momentum that we're building towards the next move. We want to carry that moment, that swing forward productively instead of haphazardly trying to catch it and then move. So we're coordinating 2 movements, a roll and a jump. So let's do 10 of them. Ready? So we're going to squat down towards the ground, roll back, roll forward, and jump. Squat down towards the ground, roll, and jump. 2, 3, 4, 5, Almost gonna hit my head. 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Good work. Now, if that's a little too disorienting, that's okay. You can just make it a squat and move a little bit slower. Totally great. So, now we're gonna row from a hinge position. So, I want you to find something that is moderately challenging. You can also use a band and step on the band if you want to row using a band. That's totally legit. You can go opposite foot or same foot. Doesn't really matter. A milk jug works for this. 6-pack works for this. Whatever your mass of choice is. All right, so we're going to find a nice hinge position as if we're going to pick something up. What we're not going to do is we're not going to lean forward and break through our mid-spine or our low back to do that. We run a nice straight spine. So what we're going to do is we're going to stick our butt back as far away from our toes as possible, keeping a nice straight back, engaged core. Go ahead and pick the weight up off the ground, whatever you're going to use. And as you pull, sorry, we're going to do this left hand. We're going to left hand first. Now, what we don't want is we don't want our shoulders mismatched. Our shoulders in the same position. So we're going to press down on my right hand to make sure that my shoulders are even height, essentially. Next, we're going to imagine we've got Velcro on the inside of our armpits. And we're going to Velcro our left elbow to our left side. And pull as high as you want, as long as that shoulder, as long as this forward shoulder doesn't dip. And let it down. And pull. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. And set it down. We're going to switch hands. So pick it up in a nice deadlift position. Come up a little higher. And you're going to Velcro that right arm to your side. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. All right, good job. All right. Now, you notice my breath breathing out sharp on the pull. I want to form good pressure in my abdomen to stabilize that activity. All right. Now we're going to find boat pose. Boat pose is really great. Really great way to engage those abs and make sure that you are really maintaining tucked in here. We're going to start in half boat, the narrower of the two, and then we're going to go full boat. So have our knees bent a little over 90 degrees, and your hands can be wherever you find them comfortable. Up higher is clearly going to be a bit more challenging. So we're up already, guys, just so you know. Holding this position might be challenging for some of you. This might be a rest for some of you. Either way, try and make sure that we're really forming good pressure in that abdomen when we do this. Otherwise, we're going to feel this in our hip flexors. If the top of your leg gets sore when you do boat pose, you're not using your abs as much as you're using your hip flexors. So we really want to get that abdomen engaged and strong. So now we're going to go out to a full boat. Now you're going to be on that rear bony protrusion that's sticking out in the back of your hips. I'm going to hold it out here. Again, if you feel like this is in the front of your hips, really focus on engaging in here and crunching your hips into your ribs. We're going to come back to full boat or half boat, sorry. This will be comparatively a rest. I'm going to hold this for 3 breaths. Go back into full boat. Come back up. Feet out. I'll hold it for a little bit longer. And we're going to do full boat again. One more time. 5 breaths. Come back up into half boat and set the feet down. That's real challenging. Good work, guys. All right, last exercise. You can grab a little water bottle, whatever you need, or a yoga block, or a weight if you have it. I think yoga block, plenty suffices. So we're gonna get back to this little half kneeling lunge position with our, we're gonna start with left leg forward. Now, I want you to take this little block. I want you to put your palms on the other side of it, flat-handed. And you're going to, with flat hands, you're not wrapping your hands around it at all. Squeeze between your palms, squeeze that block between your palms as hard as you can over your right shoulder. So you're going to be squeezing. You might start to feel a shake in this position, and that's fine. You might shake a lot in this exercise. That's great. So we're essentially going to go from this position. We're going to overhead press. We're going to come back to the other side, and we're going to reverse. All the while maintaining a ton of tension on whatever we're squeezing. The whole point is to get really good activation to those muscles below the shoulder that keep our shoulder blade packed in real nice. So elbows narrow, squeeze hard, push, 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 push. Keep squeezing it together, keep squeezing it together to the other side, down to the left. Keep those elbows narrow, squeeze, 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 squeeze. You might be shaking a little bit. That's okay. In fact, that's great. Happy nervous system. Keep squeezing. Push it back up over your head. Keep squeezing, squeeze, 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 squeeze it. Push and bring it back down. Squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. All the way down to your right shoulder and relax. I'm going to go other leg up. We're going to go again and squeeze, 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 squeeze. Press up. Keep squeezing together. Keep squeezing together. And keep going. Push, push, push. Nice and strong. As hard as you can. It's so good. If you feel shaking in that activity, that's awesome. That's your nervous system learning something new, working really good. If you're not shaking that activity, if that activity is really easy, you're probably not squeezing hard enough. I'll stand by that. All right, so we're gonna go through one more round of these 4 exercises. You guys got it. So we're gonna do rolling squats, with the squat jumps. We're going to do 10 of them. So let's sit on our feet. We're gonna roll back and then jump, roll forward and jump. Ready? Squat down, roll back, forward and jump. Back, forward and jump. Back, forward and jump. Back, forward and jump. 4. 6, 7, 8, 9. Last one, make it count. 10. Good job, guys. All right. Stub my toe. That's a good lesson in keeping good awareness of your surroundings. You don't want to be able to pick anything, trip over anything, break anything. It's no good. All right, so we're going to go full boat to half boat. Oh, sorry, we're going to row from hinge first. That's right. So I'm getting into our nice hinge position. My weight's going to be between our legs. And we're going to stick that butt back, stay in a nice, proper deadlift position. Reach down, grab your bell, come back up so your weight is around knee level. And you're going to make sure that your shoulders are square. We're going to pull right hand first and pull, hold, and down, pull, hold, and down, pull, hold, and down, pull, hold, and down, pull, hold, and down. Switch sides, set the weight down, pick it up with the opposite hand. My left hand now, the weight's about your knee height, and pull, hold, and down, pull, hold, and down, pull, hold, and down, pull, hold, and down, full hold, and down. All right, it's a great pulling exercise for those of us who have no option for pulling from over our heads. It's a good one. There's also some stuff you can do on the floor, but most of it's pretty awkward and easy to mess up, in my opinion. All right, so full boat to half boat. We're going to consistently move this time. So, starting a full boat, I'm going to get here, and we're going to keep our hands on our shoulders or behind our heads the whole time. Either one you pick, or you can probably have your hands out here too if you like. So, we're in half boat. We're up to full boat and half boat. Full boat and half boat. Full boat, half boat. Full boat, half boat. Full boat, half boat. Up, in, out, in, out, in, out. And if you want to make this real hard on yourself, touch your hands and toes up high above you. Oh boy. Woo. Good enough one that I get you on that one. It's funny. Most of the people that I work out with, when we do abs, they look over at me like, Max, what are you doing? I thought you had a strong core. I don't have a strong core. My core tires are pretty quick. However, I've learned to be effective at using it in climbing. Plus, when you do these exercises properly, if you're really engaging, like you would on a hard, really hard bouldering move where those feet need to cut or those feet need to stay in order to keep really good and engaged, if you're engaging hard enough, that will tire out your core a lot faster than trying to move through efficiently as possible. Efficient movement is great when you're performing. Tense up and make it hard when you're training. All right, last of word presses. Speaking of tensing up and making it hard, let's go. Left knee forward. We're going to go 3 times, rest and shake it out, switch legs 3 times again, and down. So, I'm starting on the left side. Squeeze those elbows in. Press as hard as you can. You might already be shaking and press up, push, 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 push. Squeezing, bring it back down, squeezing those elbows together, squeezing those hands together, and up, back down. That's 1. Push nice and slow. 2, 3 seconds up. 3 to 5 seconds down. Up. Down. Up. Down. And last one to this side. Up. Down. Good work, guys. All right. Now we're going to start on right leg up. We're going to shake out those arms. Shake out, shake out, shake out. And we're going to go one last time. Elbows down. Squeeze those palms together and reach, 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 reach. That's elbows together. Come on, squeeze and push, squeeze and push, squeeze and push. 2. Keep going. Keep squeezing. Palms together. Keep good tension through that core and through those hands. That's 2. Reach, 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 reach. Squeezing together. And last one. Awesome. All right. That's all I have for you guys today. Again, you can breathe through these exercises if you can maintain really good tension, core engagement, and try hard through the whole thing. You're going to get really good bang for your buck. Train hard, perform easy. All right. You guys got it. Nice work. Let me know if you guys have any questions. Go ahead and shoot your questions and comments into the chat if you'd like. Otherwise, you guys all have a wonderful day.